I believe we should only hire somebody who has done the job, flown the plane, has the background, has the experience, understands what it is to balance a budget. So that's kind of my perspective. I want to hear what, how many in this room believe that it's anybody other than Romney and Perry right now?
Nope. Oh, well.
Just that it is anybody other than Romney and Perry?
No.
Okay, very few. How many believe that it's between Romney and Perry going forward?
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Now,
Keep in mind, the system, I would just pass this on to you. If you were writing up a presidential candidate, you might take a little bit of Herman Cain and a little bit of Newt and a little bit. It doesn't happen in the real world. You get two choices. One of the reasons why we lost, why Obama won the presidency, is too many people. I'm not sure if people realize the statistics, and that's the reason I say this. We didn't lose because the young people came out and voted for Obama. Look at the statistics. We didn't lose because the African American vote came out and voted for Obama. Look at the statistics. We lost because the Republicans stayed away from the election and didn't vote for McCain. That's a telling story right there. And that's why I tell people, you only had two choices in that election. Now some people say, well, I don't care, I'm going to vote for Mickey Mouse versus McCain or Obama. Just remember what we ended up with. We ended up with Obama, which is a situation that's going to occur here in the future. You're never going to get the perfect candidate. But the one thing we have to do is we have to remove Obama from being the president. He needs to be the former president. If it was between Perry and Romney, how many people feel that Perry's the candidate? How many people feel that Romney's the candidate? A little bit more than half on Romney. It's interesting because I would tell you, just my opinion, if it gets down to those two, remember what I said, I don't agree that career politicians make good presidents. So you kind of get the picture there. I mean, and it's, so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what happens as we go forward. But I think we are moving toward that, although you never know. I mean, again, it could be anybody in the field. That's what we saw 4 years ago.
What about the independents? They have a lot to do with that last election. Won't this happen on the going forward on the next election? I mean, you think
Oh yeah, the independents.
are the ones
Right.
They gotta win the day. I mean, really.
Right, but if you look at the statistics, 6% of the Republicans didn't show up to vote for McCain. That was a difference in the election. So kind of keep that in mind as we move forward.
That brings me to a point of discussion with your office at different times. The information that you're presenting here today needs to get out to the public, rather than just to these groups who come to your open house. It's got to get out there. You've got excellent material. I requested copies of slides and stuff to show the people and one thing or another. Some way you've got to get that material out to the public.
Remember, I have 721,000 people in my district. I'm trying. The only way you get it out, you don't get mass media, you don't get the papers, you don't get the radio. So, by the way, how many people hear me talk on 1100 every Monday morning?
I didn't know you were there.
I mean, it just shows you. I'm on 1100 every Monday morning between 8 and 8:30. How many people see my post ad? My post, what I write in the Medina Post. Okay, so that's about half. How many people? Well, and it's in the Worcester Gazette too. The problem is, thank goodness the Post is willing to put my what I want to say there. Of course, I don't know if you know, there was a big uproar because but I did that as mayor. I felt that was the way of moving forward, and that's why Sheriff Brown's doing it now. And thank goodness 1100 lets me get on the radio, because I've tried to contact all the radio stations to say I will appear on a regular basis, and most of them say no. But Bill Wills in the morning, every Monday morning, I'm on the radio there, so I'm going to continue.
Pictures worth 1,000 words. Charts and graphs.
Yes.
The words are good, but the charts and graphs is what people.
Well, keep in mind, again, I'm not a political science major. One thing I did learn in the last 2 years, it's the last 30 days that make the election. And I know some people in this room might not believe that, but whatever I say today, you're not gonna remember. It's whatever happens. We are a fast-moving country, and it's the last 30 days that makes a difference in an election, and many times it's the last 30 hours. So keep that in mind, because that's why you see so much publicity going up 30 days beforehand, because people don't remember that I stood here and talked. I'm not picking on any of you, no matter what room, but they sure do remember an ad which shows, you know, Jim Renacci, whatever, that'll occur 2 weeks before, and that's all they remember. So it's tough, but it's what we have. It's our system. So again, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Very informative, as always. I've been observing Betty Sutton for a while, and I don't think I've ever seen her win an election. I've seen her installed in office by the
Yes.
unions
Yes.
that won the election on her behalf. I would sure like Marcia Fudge to be introduced by a person by the name of Apostle Claver. I think that would be a good education for her, a very good discussion for her to have. All right, we'd like to thank everybody for coming today. Be sure and have any last words with the Congressman if you get the chance before we leave. If you're new, haven't signed our sign-up sheet, please do that. Get on our distribution list, and your donations are greatly appreciated. They keep the wheels on and keep the printer working. Thank you very much for coming.